8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one thou, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want...
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down now. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
On the double. Let him know. Let him know. Oh, 22. Come on, D.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. On the ready. 58. 58. Smart. Way slow. My ball. Check hot route. Hot. Jim.
On first down, King. Open here, Adam Thielen. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Undercrunch.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. To throw is King. To throw on second down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rush in. Sponge. No. Check.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but now it'll be third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Back. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me the fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane and batted it away on a third down attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Tight dog.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Bridgewater now from the 50. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Going up top. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
You got to be ready. Don't be scared. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints' 1st down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. A gain of 32 that time. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Kamara try the right side. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the 2nd wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
King looking to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. Hooper. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
I'm going to run you over.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10. And he lost the football. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Watch number 12.
To throw, Bridgewater. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for...
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch the twist.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Looking to throw on second down. King, flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
SOS. Check the backer.
Now King, operating from the gun. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch the pass.
Looking to throw. King. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Second and 11 at the 38-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. King now, on play action. Gets it to Gordon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. To throw is King. Off the play fake. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Mike 56.
Here's King on first and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
22's coming, Mike. Mike's 22, Mike.
Bridgewater on first down. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. Couldn't couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They're going to try and throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Here we go. Here we go. You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
King on 3rd down. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Just like that. Just like that. 58, boys. 58. 58.
From the gun, King. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. 2nd and 5. Got Gordon open, completes it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw. King. And that'll be hauled in by the tight end. It's Hooper for the Falcon touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is taken at the 23. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now from Jacksonville. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Now King to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. King now looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw is King. Off play action, and that will be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one. and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Bridgewater now. He's got Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. First down, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll throw again. Bridgewater to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation, because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Hey, switch gears.
Second down and goal. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more?
He's checking crap. Mike, two. Watch two. Watch two. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try to run with Carson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run. This is Kamara. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking to throw. King. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Tack McKinley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They run it again with Kamara. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. But, Charles, a 1-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that 1-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Atlanta, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season.